Summer is here. At Orderly Meds, we know this time is a reminder that life is full of new beginnings. Whether you're celebrating the nice weather, starting a new chapter, planning a vacation, or simply looking ahead to what's next, this season can be the perfect time to invest in yourself and your health. If you've struggled with weight loss and are curious about GLP-1 medications, Orderly Meds can help you learn about your options. Through a simple virtual process, you can connect with licensed medical professionals who can determine whether treatment may be appropriate for you. Getting started is fast, convenient, and happens online from the comfort of home. This summer, consider a new approach to feeling your best. Visit orderlymeds.com/podcast to learn more. That's orderlymeds.com/podcast. orderlymeds.com/podcast. Because every new season is an opportunity to take the next step forward. Compounded medications are not FDA approved. Eligibility required and determined by a licensed provider. Individual results may vary. See website for details.
What's up, shitheads?
Hey, shitheads. Stupid shitheads.
Welcome back to another episode of Online Bullshit. Nathan, have you found some bullshit to discuss?
I guess I did. I barely looked at it. But apparently, Mr. James Franco has gone on TikTok or started a new TikTok account and seems to be going batshit insane. However, yeah. Would you want to pull them up and look at a few of them before we move on?
Well, I was trying to just remember really quick, like how I saw it, if it came on my TikTok page or if people were on Reddit, like, what the fuck is going on? Because he was just acting weird at first, and then he started saying there's an alien in his garage. Is that what you've seen?
Yeah, basically.
Scrolling through my feed, all I see is bullshit. Fake news, clickbait, gotta sift through all of it. Oh. Like share, retweet, trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man, it's all pretend. Online bullshit, that's all it is. You say you're living large, but I know it's just a myth. Online bullshit, can't you see? We're all caught up in the nonsense, it's time to break free.
Oh, and then could you what is the name of this specific dedicated TikTok channel that he has? Is it like James Franco 2319 or something?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll explain that in a second. Because I learned there's a reason for it.
That's it. That's my garage. It's normally where I paint. I was going out there. It was night. I was going to do night painting. And I go inside, and before I even turned the light on, I heard something. I thought it was an animal or something like that. And it wasn't. It was not. It was not a raccoon, squirrel. It was not possum. No. I saw hand. I saw eyes. I saw glowing eyes and hand. I don't know how many fingers, but hand and speaking. I don't know, something coming out of saying thing, hand. And that was it. I ran. I've not gone back in there, but I'm going to go. I am going to go, and I'm going to show you so they don't think I'm making it up. I'm going to show you, but that's why I'm making these videos. So there's evidence, proof, and I'm going to get it all. And I'm going to post it, live forever on the internet.
I did see this first one where he holds up his name and he's like, it's really me. And there's something about it that was like, is it really you? Like, what the fuck?
Because he keeps on saying, I'm not AI. And I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I would have thought it was AI if he hadn't kept saying that, you know?
Yeah. And also, like, for
Let's
AI, the details are the details are just way too weird for AI to, like, be able to pick it up and make it look normal. We'll explain those in a second. Let's take a look.
This is James Franco. Me, really James Franco. I'm here at my house. I'm not promoting anything, okay? I'm making this account because all right, some serious shit's going on. Okay. And look here. This is real. Okay. I'm real. It's me, not AI, not anything. Okay. Could AI James do this? No, could not write this. This is me.
I think it could.
Yeah.
All he's done is written at James Franco 2319 on a slip of paper and shown it. Could AI do this? I'm like, yes, James. Yes, it could.
Yeah, but sometimes the way that AI is given away is when like words in the frame aren't real words.
Oh,
So
because they don't
maybe
understand
he's
language.
referencing that. Yeah.
Could be.
I don't know.
Could be.
He's wearing a shirt that he wrote on that says Bruce something.
Bruce something. It's a blue shirt, and then it's got like two pieces of what, you know, because you did like stage crew
Masking
and stuff,
tape?
right?
Yeah. Oh,
It-
you're right.
It looks like a
It's
highlight
like-
tape.
Yeah, to put like this is where your mark is, or like this is
Yeah.
where a
Or you
prop
like,
goes.
this is where the furniture goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. I originally thought it was like an Amnesty International shirt because it's blue and the two pieces of tape look like an equal sign, but upside down or on the wrong
Oh.
side. So I was like, wait, what is going on with this?
Yeah.
It's very strange.
And he wants to be all scared and stuff.
Some serious stuff going on. That's why I'm contacting you. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. I know I maybe seem crazy. Like what's going on? What's the gimmick? No, this is real. Real. Okay. I can't say too much right now. I just need you to follow me. Then I'll know who's down. And I'm going to show you some crazy stuff.
Can I just make like a side comment?
Yeah.
One thing I like about when you like see a celebrity's TikTok or whatever, you get to see their kitchen and their living room. And sometimes I'm like, do you have any he has a very pretty kitchen is what I wanted to say. He's got a really cute house. If this is indeed his house, which I think it is. But sometimes you see like the backgrounds of like people's houses and I'm just like, oh, really? That's all you have to offer decoratively? You know, like Reese Witherspoon, her house is so boring.
Oh, did you
Yeah.
see her make her smoothie or whatever?
Whenever she does something, Jennifer Garner also,
Yeah.
she does like a fun cooking show, but I'm like, your kitchen is so fucking boring. I don't know. I'm like, if I had $1 kabillion, my
Yeah.
environment, my house would be fucking gorgeous all the time. That's just me.
What do you wish that those two had? Like
I
a
just
painting
wish they
or
didn't
something?
have like the millennial beige thing going on where everything is just like so monochrome, boring. You know, there's nothing like, at least with him, like you'll see later in some of the subsequent videos, he has this like cute lighting pattern in his living room. There's a lot of warm wood. I like it. I like
Okay.
it. Yeah. But
Well,
anyway.
I know for like kitchen stuff, I used to have friends who would be like, well, when I buy a house and if I do anything to it, I just want to make sure that it's still like keeps the resale value. Like what's the best resale value? And I'm like, don't you want to just enjoy where you live?
Exactly.
But these people,
yeah.
they think about, oh, how am I going to sell it? Even though it's like,
yeah.
but you could do something to it again if it's not selling.
Yeah. You
So-
can live in it for a while in the way that you want to. And then when it's time to sell, you can think about that then. How's that?
Yeah.
It's still going to cost
Yeah.
just as much, you know, to redo
I
the
mean,
kitchen.
who knows?
So,
Who
yeah.
knows? I'm not
But-
out here having a fun kitchen. You know?
That's true. Your kitchen's, yeah,
Yeah.
it's very
you hate it.
white.
You
Yeah,
told
I
me
do.
it's
I-
ugly. He
Yeah.
told me he hates it.
You know what? I want to tell you this right now. Your kitchen is ugly and so are you, Katie Mordo. Let's have it out.
At least I know. At least
Yeah,
now I
it's-
know.
It's true. At least, you can go forward in the world with that knowledge.
Oh, yeah. Look at his living room.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with that weird zebra rug.
Yeah. Like, this is basically all I have to say about this because to me, I feel like maybe I'm giving the game away, but I feel like you can tell from the get-go, like he's obviously acting and he's obviously having a wonderful time acting, which
Yeah.
is great. Good for you, James, but this is in no way is this anything real.
Well, now it's like he's in the subway. So he's like taking it outside. Have you watched these?
Well, obviously, like the first 10 or so, He just did them all in one day.
Yeah.
And I think the rest of these are sort of like subsequents, like, oh, I got to post every day in order to like put this, because he's
Get on
advertising for a
people's
movie.
FYPs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let's watch this one.
Okay.
He's just writing 7/13, so he's like, more info's coming on 7/13, which coincidentally
is tomorrow.
tomorrow.
You've gone too far. You've left us no choice but to hack your account. Because if you think the powers that be would ever let you release any footage, you're wrong. But go ahead, keep going with your little games. The world is right where we want them to think you're crazy. Well, I'm crazier. And you're right. We are watching you.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, so apparently this is video of James Franco taken in the subway by this secret character. Also, very coincidentally, using a highly trending sound right now. The whole Lacrimosa thing by Mozart. Everybody's using it for something.
Yeah, but when you put a video into TikTok, it will suggest music.
Oh, okay.
So I don't find it like, I don't, it doesn't mean he's doing research or anything. It just means TikTok.
Oh, TikTok
hey,
was
how
like,
about
this is trending, use it. Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
See, that's why we need you. I don't know anything about TikTok.
Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like he's starting his own stupid campaign for a movie, and he thinks that we'll forget that he's a rapist if he does it like this. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today. Let's just go into James Franco's past a little bit before we get further into this. Like, because in 2018, basically, he was sued by 5 women for, like, SA, created, like, an acting school in LA. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, the thing is, it's like, you are a very, at that time, extremely successful, like, it boy in Hollywood. People who start acting classes in LA are people who never made it. So why would you be doing that if for no other reason than to get access to, like, young nubile hopefuls? Come on.
Well, do you remember that he went through a weird phase where he was, like, starring in movies, like, he had done Spider-Man, etc.
Yeah.
And then he decided he wanted to be on a soap opera. And then he went back to school at NYU.
Yeah.
And he did all of these things that people who are in film don't do.
He had he has like a Chalamet type energy before Chalamet, where it's just like, what's he going to do now? He's so quirky. And then he'll get like a master's degree at NYU for some like fucking crazy obscure thing,
Well, and then he hosted SNL and he brought cameras with him and he made a documentary about what it's like to host SNL.
Yeah.
And I eat that shit up. But it's like, you just had access. Like they were like, the host this week, are we going to tell him not to bring cameras?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. The host who is like pretty much like the biggest fucking star in the world right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
of course.
He was doing all this weird shit. And so it felt like to me, and maybe I heard him say this, it felt like he went to a psychic who was like, I know what your next move should be. And it just kept getting weirder and weirder. And he would just do it. And that's why I thought like he did the acting teaching thing too. I thought he was just like, a psychic told me to. But it makes sense if you're trying to get access to your fans.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but it's so like, in retrospect, it's very obvious what you're going for. It's like, why? Why would you as a successful actor open up a fucking acting school?
DMs from him too, where he would try to flirt / meet up with his fans.
Oh, so yeah.
They all like if they want to they'll do it. They'll find a way. But like that's a really great way to take your power, and use it sexually against somebody because that's what turns you on, I guess, or you have a power complex.
Yeah, well, especially when you have it like in person in the moment like that too, as opposed to just like texting some rando who's like your biggest fan. I just feel like that's more satisfying to a predator, is to like have that in person sort of like drawing you in feeling, maybe.
Yeah. If you have young women and you're like, here's how you will be like become a better actor.
Yeah.
Take off all your clothes. And you can get them to do it.
Très jolie, Coco. Très jolie.
What's that?
It's from Fame, the movie, like the original movie. And it's basically Irene Cara goes on an audition and the filmmaker like makes her take her top off and she's doing it, but she's like uncomfortable and crying. And the filmmaker from behind the camera goes, "Très jolie, Coco, très jolie." It's really creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think James Franco is making an alien movie? Did you find anything out?
Yes, he's making a stupid alien movie. Let me just go to the TikTok. Okay, so what is happening here is James Franco, the whole James Franco 2319 is a reference to the movie Monsters, Inc. Because 2319 is the code that they use in Monsters, Inc. when they brought something back from like the real world, that a child, like they brought something into the monster world from the real world, and that's something you can't do. So there's a scene in Monsters, Inc. where one of the monsters like brings back, like has a sock on his back that he like accidentally picked up from a child's room. The code is 2319. Because they have to like fumigate him and everything. So that's why it's James Franco 2319. He's making references to like Pixar and Monsters, Inc. throughout, apparently. And yeah, it's because it's an alien movie. He thinks he's being cute. I can't remember what the alien movie's name is and I can't fucking find it.
And you're yelling.
Sorry, I'm mad.
I know. I'm always like, why are you so mad?
Because I'm full of Celsius and rage. James Franco 2319 only follows 2 others on TikTok. Love Meets in the Sunshine, an upcoming film, and its director, Christian Guiton. So, yeah, this is just like a really ham-handed viral marketing campaign.
Did you see that Shane Dawson, who's a YouTuber who got canceled because he just used to make basically like racist and pedophile content?
And now he has 2 kids with his male partner? Yes, I have heard of Shane Dawson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he made a pilot called Canceled. And he's been advertising it like a little bit. Like, look, this is from December 2025.
Yeah.
But then this past week, he put on his Instagram like, hey, if I put this in theaters, will you come see it?
Uh-huh.
Canceled screenings. Would you want to come see this pilot? Let me know. And the reason he's posting that is because no streamers will pick it up because people still won't work with him.
Yeah, so if no streamers are going to pick it up, what makes him think that like a fucking movie theater is going to pick it up?
I don't think they have to pick it up. I think he could pay to play it.
Oh, that's true. Oh, I guess he could. Yeah. Yeah. Why does everybody who got famous on the internet look like Mr. Beast? All the boys who got famous, they all look like Mr. Beast now.
They're all just kind of like men. They're just like,
What is their men? I need to know more.
Have you seen Mr. Beast before he got plastic surgery?
He got plastic surgery?
Yeah.
All right.
Look,
I got to do one thing. I got to take my pants off because it's fucking hot in here. Sorry.
You guys, Nathan's taking his pants off.
It's happening. Sorry. It's just like, it's crazy warm in here right now. Okay. Oh, well, look at him. Oh, wow. He looks like such a little boy in 2012.
Yeah. He got a new nose and he got new teeth.
He doesn't look in any way better, though.
No, he doesn't. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, so that to me is like why he's just like, meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
It's just like, it's a very like, he's just a white guy. You know, just like generic white dude sort of look.
For some reason, they're posting him a lot with like dentist stuff, and I'm like, okay,
Well, because he got
everybody's
turkey
getting
teeth.
their teeth done.
Yeah, he's got the turkey
everyone.
teeth, for sure. Look
But
at those veneers. They're disgusting.
for some reason, you're right. Every man on the internet just looks like this.
Yeah.
Did you know how he started? That he made a video where he counted to like 1 million, and it took him like hours.
I mean, it makes sense considering, like, you know, he's like he basically like
stupid.
purveys shit for children, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I guess is all of the internet now. But he was like one of the OG people who was like, I just get like do stupid shit and get like a child audience that is, you know, extremely dedicated to me for the rest of their lives, no matter what I do.
I know.
Yeah.
And they'll buy shit from him. That's
They will indeed.
like, it's apparently so easy to sell kids stuff.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't we doing that? We should be
I
selling
don't-
kids stuff.
Because we have like morals and stuff.
Yeah.
And if we were
And
to
I
sell a
don't
child
care what
things-
kids want. I'm not going to research that.
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit about kids. I never want them. And also, kids like stupid shit.
Summer is here. At Orderly Meds, we know this time is a reminder that life is full of new beginnings. Whether you're celebrating the nice weather, starting a new chapter, planning a vacation, or simply looking ahead to what's next, this season can be the perfect time to invest in yourself and your health. If you've struggled with weight loss and are curious about GLP-1 medications, Orderly Meds can help you learn about your options. Through a simple virtual process, you can connect with licensed medical professionals who can determine whether treatment may be appropriate for you. Getting started is fast, convenient, and happens online from the comfort of home. This summer, consider a new approach to feeling your best. Visit orderlymeds.com/podcast to learn more. That's orderlymeds.com/podcast. orderlymeds.com/podcast. Because every new season is an opportunity to take the next step forward. Compounded medications are not FDA approved. Eligibility required and determined by a licensed provider. Individual results may vary. See website for details.
They sure do.
It's nothing that I like. They like
Kids like stupid shit.
Yeah, they like lunchleys that have mold in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, ugh, gross.
I
Okay.
know.
I'm going to move on to the next topic. Weirdly, all our topics today seem to be related to creepy men. So we should just call this the creepy man episode. But have you heard of this TikTok that went viral because it's a voice note from a guy who's like just trying to get in this woman's pants?
Yeah, no, but I want to hear it now.
This has millions of views. I can't tell you
Okay.
right off the top of my head because I'm not logged in. But she says right here, it's a picture of her. I've been single for 3 years.
And
then
she
it
is
just goes,
K Coolty 8.
that's nice of you. Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
is her.
I want to
And
give everybody
then-
some context.
And credit. You want to give them credit.
No, I don't give a shit about giving her credit. I just want people
Oh.
to know what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it goes right into this voice message that I guess she received. So,
Okay.
can't wait for your take.
Okay.
I figured I'd send you a voice note because it's like easier than like texting all this. But anyway, had a good time tonight. Definitely think you are lovely. However, I would love to, if we're gonna go to your place on Thursday, I mean, I am looking to have that physical intimacy to see if like I am sexually compatible with you. So like if I'm gonna come over, like I would be hoping to like hook up, have sex, have a good time, have like that romantic spark and that physical spark there for my own sake, because it's hard for me to continue dating someone and seeing them if I don't know if I'm sexually compatible. So I know you said I don't know about that. So like I guess my thing is like what would be the point of me coming over then if we're not gonna like hook up and like cuddle and like be intimate with each other? And if that's what you don't want, that's fine. But like, I think we should just like end it here then, respectfully, just because first date, that's fine. Like, you want to get to know each other, I'm all about that. But like, I am looking to have that physical aspect there, and I don't want to continue seeing someone if I don't know if that's good, if that's not there or not. So up to you. Let me know. I'm happy to if you do want me to come over, I'm happy to do so. Would love to have a good time, and we can have some wine, hang out, and chill. But if you're not trying to hook up, then like I think we should just go our separate ways. Let me know.
Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Of course you
tell me
don't.
You tell me how you feel. You tell me how you
Because here's the thing. There's been
Okay.
a lot, I think, of different takes on the internet. And by different, I just mean opposite sides of the coin.
Yeah,
Like,
I have two
He's just
opposite.
saying what he wants.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
And
in one sense,
sometimes-
yes.
Sometimes the trash takes itself out.
Yeah.
You know?
There you go. Nice.
It's just, I love how he thought that he should send this as a voice message because he thought, oh, I'm not going to come across the way that I want in a text.
Yeah. Well,
No, we know exactly. You're coming across the same way as you would. It's like whenever you start talking to a guy on a dating app, they'll try to slip in these little, like, I guess, flirtatious, sexy things.
yeah.
Like, oh, I like your outfit, wish it was on my floor. And I just want to
yeah.
be like, you're a man.
Like,
I
gross,
know
sexy
you're
dad
gonna
jokes.
want. I know you want to have sex. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
not a question here. You're not revealing something to me
Yeah.
about yourself or what you're looking for. I know.
Yes.
I don't need you to sneak it in so early. And then you could hear him in his voice message be like, and like also cuddle. Because I bet that's what you want to do because you're a girl. So I snuck that in there for you. It's just like, we know you want that.
Yeah.
Could you be kind of respectful about it? Or you have to just say it like this because you think we don't know?
In many ways, it's like a misguided way of just trying to be cool. Like, I'm just trying to tell you what I want. Like, I'm in it for like a physical relationship and a few laughs, and that's all I want. But the thing is, he doesn't say that particularly. He says, I want to make sure that we are physically compatible because that's important to me. So what he is doing, in my opinion, is he is taking that sort of language of like, hey, let's just be cool. It's a friends with benefit situation, but putting it in a package of like, in order for us to have a relationship, I need to know that we're sexually compatible. And and then in the way that he frames it, he thinks that that's a license to make it seem like what he is saying is completely healthy and not jerk offish. And it still is. It still fucking is.
That's the thing. I saw some people react to this and I enjoyed what they had to say. So I was going to bring those things up. But you're right. There's an element to it that's manipulative.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
it's like,
yeah.
we've come this far. And if you like me enough, this is what I need you to do next. And that is a little bit like coercion, where it's like,
it's every story
it's either
you hear-
going to happen or it's not,
Yeah, from 1950s teenagers on, we have had the guy saying, you have to do this for me because guys are different and I'll get blue balls and I'll die. Or it's like, you have to prove that you really love me. If you really love me, you'll suck my dick until it's dry, Yeah.
Yeah. And the difference is now we have TikTok where we can tell other women that men are saying this and you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Because if you receive this voice note from a guy and you get the ick, there's this weird thing in the back of our heads as women where we're like, well, I should still give him a chance because everyone else in my life tells me that I'm too picky or I'm too blah, blah, blah. I self-sabotage early on. And it's like, no, if you have a feeling about this, you got to go with that feeling.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Just because he's ostensibly being quote unquote honest doesn't mean he is. It's like, I feel like there is this like area of confusion now where men can speak in like maybe an over-therapized kind of like, let's make choices sort of way. But I'm like, no, it's still the same shit you guys were doing back in the day.
Right.
It's just a new form. It's a new way of fooling women. or trying to.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is it does fool some women, which is unfortunate, but that's why we're all out here trying to talk about it, I think.
Yeah. And there's always going to be dumb people. So, yeah.
I know. Let's watch what this guy has to say. I liked what he said because sometimes it is like, we just need someone to spell it out for us.
Yeah, I'd love to hear other people's reactions. This is interesting.
I'm actually so irritated right now that my TikTok feed has been trying to convince me otherwise. But that man who sent that voice note was not trying to obtain consent for sexual activity. What is very clearly displayed in the voice note is an attempt to get sexual gratification on the second time seeing a girl because the sexual gratification didn't come on the first date. It's actually really sad because the bar is so obviously on the fucking floor when it comes to men participating in any kind of consent culture that we are now conflating a man providing an ultimatum for his sexual gratification with him asking for consent for sex. Which, mind you, asking for consent usually happens when there's already an implied or an assumed sexual event getting ready to occur, right? Like, wouldn't we all typically discuss the terms of consent and what we want to engage in sexually with a partner when we both have determined that we want to have sex, or at the beginning of that process when we're still deciding if we want to have sex or not? But this man sent this voice note, as he says, after she has already dissented to having sex on the second date. He is making a second appeal to her to ask her, are you sure you don't want to have sex on the second date? Because honestly, I don't want to talk to you if you don't want to have sex on the second date. To me, that sounds a lot more like coercion than asking for consent. Because the fact of the matter is he already asked for her consent on the first date. She didn't want to do it on the first date. So now he has to, of course, ask again for the second date. And this time it's serious because he couldn't possibly get to know her more if she doesn't want to have sex. It's weird to me that people are very conveniently leaving out of the conversation the behavior of men to pump and dump or hit and quit, to pretend like women don't have this experience with men whereby when they get their sexual gratification, they just suddenly disappear or aren't interested in anymore, is beyond me. And in this case, if you listen to the clip, he is quite literally proposing that the way that he knows whether or not he wants to continue a relationship is via sexual compatibility, but that sexual compatibility is determined by us having sex. Do you see how that's backwards? Whereas I'm going to assume a little bit, this woman clearly does not determine sexual compatibility via having the actual sex, which just makes sense. Look at this specific situation, right? What he is telling her is that your worth is determined by your sexual viability to me. And yes, he is being honest. You don't get points for being honest about being a shitty guy.
Yeah. He's not being that honest. He's not being that honest.
Right.
It's the appearance of honesty. But exactly. This is Cowboy Blacked saying, he's very, very saying it in a much more articulate and informed way than I could. But yeah, exactly. And it's an attempt at deception. It really is. It's he's basically saying in this jerky way, I will like you more if you fuck me on the second date. And that's meaning it's important to me to know that we have this kind of connection for us to move forward. When basically it's just no, I just want to slap and bang and then not have to talk to you again. And I want to get this done by the second date. So can we hurry it up? That's what he's saying. You know?
Yeah. I saw another woman say, you could just hire a prostitute.
True. Honestly.
Obviously to me, that's what it is that you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not looking for any kind of connection. He would just be and cuddle. And also cuddle. That's important to me.
Yeah, that's the key word, Just throw that one in there and all the doors will open. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a perfect time for Vagina Update.
Vagina Update. Yeah.
I haven't been letting my boyfriend have sex with me because the last time we had sex, I felt like I got an infection again.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah, because I let time go by. Every time he tries to initiate it, I stop it. And then,
good.
Guess what, guys? He still likes me.
Yeah, yeah. And there's still stuff you can do.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it.
He must really like you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, yeah, my pussy be funky right now.
All right.
And
okay.
I'm going to...
what is George Clinton there just like playing the bass? Funky.
Yeah, it's
damn,
getting
yeah.
funky.
Your yeast infection has turned into George Clinton. Okay.
Here's what I think I want to do next for that. I get this meal delivery kit, by the way. Nathan, I don't know if you're looking for another prepared meal delivery, but if I refer 3 people, they'll give me an Aura ring. And then that Aura ring is like on my finger all the time and can tell me when I'm ovulating.
Oh,
so
that's
then I
what
could
it
get
does.
off. I could get off birth control,
And you could have a baby.
And I could have a baby.
At last, you could finally fulfill your purpose as a woman on this earth.
I would just not have sex during the times when I might conceive. And I wouldn't be on any of this stupid fucking birth control that seems to fuck with my hormones and make my pussy nasty.
That is not a time-tested... The rhythm method is not a time-tested birth control. It's
not.
No.
I've heard that.
That's how a lot of people get pregnant.
Yeah, but that's before people knew based on a ring on their finger.
That's
when they're actually ovulating.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. This girl I used to work with used to say that. And I just thought she was a nurse. So I thought she was right.
Well, because I think in order to do like the old fashioned rhythm method, you would have to take your temperature every day. And when your temperature goes up, like during those 3 days of the month, then you know you're ovulating.
Yeah, and that's
the Aura
when
ring
you would have sex because you'd be trying to get pregnant.
Yes. Or not.
Yeah.
Because you're like, my temperature's up. I can't fuck right now.
And then you're right. The Catholics.
Yeah.
The only way that they would let them have birth control, quote unquote. And then everyone had 9 kids.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Like
You're
my grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to say, it happened on a reality show where this lady was like, yeah, you can only get pregnant for 19 hours every month because that's when you're ovulating and that's the only time you can get pregnant. And I was like, that can't be true. I thought you ovulated and then the egg just sat there waiting for the rest of the month until you had your period. And so, listeners, I'm not going to Google this. I don't think anyone actually knows because of what I've seen with the healthcare industry in my own vagina. I don't think anyone knows a goddamn thing. So tell us what you think in the comments.
As a gay man. Yes, tell us what you think in the comments. But I'll say this. As a gay man with no medical training who has never had sex with a woman, I think you get 3 days. Because I think it's like... it's 3 days that you're ovulating and then the egg dies.
How has anyone ever gotten pregnant? I don't know.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
It's insanity.
It's insane.
But basically, that is what Mother Nature has tied the survival of our species onto, is 3 days a month.
Well, and now we have science. Now we have science, too.
Now we have science, yes.
You can be allergic to your partner's semen, by the way, which is why they developed a new thing where they turkey-based it into you so that you don't have to deal with... Well, they take your partner's semen and they wash it. I don't know what that means, but that's what they do.
You better
and
wash your semen before you get that all up in me. That's disgusting.
Yeah. And then they put it in you so that all of the stuff that might just kill the semen because your body is rejecting it.
Yeah.
It doesn't kill it anymore because they washed all that shit out of there. And
that seems to be not a great idea because my understanding, and this is the miracle of nature, is that when a sperm goes into the vaginal canal to meet the egg, or sperms, they're giving back and forth like all these chemical signals about like which sperm is more the most compatible. And which, will there be like genetic issues with like this sperm? So if 2 people are genetically completely incompatible, I feel like you're going to need that chemical information.
Yeah. Then don't make a baby.
Yeah. And then you're going to make like a cyclops baby because the sperm was washed.
Or
You gotta have dirty cum, guys. Dirty cum only.
write that down. Dirty cum.
Write it down. Dirty cum.
I was just gonna say, what if the sperm and the eggs are sending messages to each other about compatibility, and then you go get this IUI, and it's turkey. Just think turkey baster.
Not how they used to do it in the 70s.
Did they used to do that?
Oh, turkey baster babies were a big thing. Yeah. Among
And
lesbians.
Good
They
for
would get like a gay friend to
them.
come in like a turkey baster, and then they'd have a party, and they...
If you take these like chemically incompatible sperm and egg and you create a baby, maybe it just creates like the movie we need to talk about, Kevin.
And I was
where
just
he's
thinking, it's like...
born evil.
You get Hitler.
Yeah.
We need to talk about Hitler, is what happens in your womb. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
stop it. Stop it. Stop cleaning your cum. It's gross.
It's just a bad idea.
Yeah. Was there anybody else who had anything to say? Because I think what Cowboy Blacked, I think, said was quite good. But is there anybody who's like, yeah, this is cool. This is the way guys should be?
Yeah, people were saying that. I don't know that I saw those comments.
Because you can easily think, oh, he's just like being straight out with what he wants, but not really.
There was a girl who came on and she was like, I realized I dated this guy.
Oh,
Do you
nice.
want to see her?
Yeah, I do. I want to know what he was like and
Me
how big his
too.
dick was.
I hope she tells us.
I hope she gives us girth and length.
Yep.
Yep.
I hope it was small.
That is him. Guys, I do anything by the end of tonight. I will be getting proof that I dated that man. I scrubbed my phone of him when we ended things, but I swear there has to be something. Guys, please just give me 30 minutes and I will show you the proof. I swear. It's so funny because I was going to work and I saw the TikTok and I'm like, that kind of sounds like him. And then it came up on my feed again the same day. And I'm like, no, that's him. The way he speaks, his voice, the cadence, he talks like that every day.
Oh no, she has nothing to say.
Did Zundercover ever give us the proof that she's talking about?
Here we go.
Okay.
Homegirl said, I need a microphone and an iPad, and then I can sit down and tell this story.
She's got like a whole setup going on. She's like,
this is going to be my ticket to virality.
Yeah, this is my Kendra. This is my Timber Sperry. I am going to go whole hog on this. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's see.
How I know Voice Memo Guy and my relationship with him when we were dating. I'm going to reserve all judgment and just tell you guys my story. I think I'm just going to call him Chris. Chris and I met in March. We dated for like 3.5 weeks, if that. Him and I met from Hinge. We initially hit it off. My honest impression of him was that he was really sweet. He was really genuine. He was a little nerdy and he seemed really harmless. I'm not going to lie. A little bit about our short relationship. We went on 4 or 5 dates. He didn't give me an ultimatum. I actually did share with him that I wasn't comfortable doing stuff like that. He totally understood. He said that we can go at whatever pace that I felt comfortable with. The voice memo surprised me to the max because I did not see that side of him at all. I also do want to preface, though, that I think I was one of the first girls he dated when he moved to the city. So I think I got a different side of him. People want to know if I have a horror story or why things ended. He eventually just told me that he wanted to keep exploring his options because he wants to find a wife. If I was down, he would just want to have casual sex. And after that, I didn't talk to him again. And that's the last time I spoke to him. Well, that's the end.
Oh, that was boring.
It was boring, but it's also very interesting because it's the thing is with this situation, I feel it's it always gets so black and white. It's like either this guy is like a nice guy who's awesome and wants the best for you, or he's like a jerk with a hard dick who wants to stick it in your face. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, I just think this is a clueless guy who I think he genuinely thinks he's being like forthright and direct about what he wants because he's probably had lots of experiences like this woman who is undercover, who are like, I'm not comfortable with that. Like, I want there to be like a real, like, ongoing connection before I commit sexually to anybody. So he just wants different things, but the way he is going about it is like,
It's
absolutely.
stupid.
Like, hire a sex worker. Or like, you know, we don't have to demonize this guy. He's doing it wrong, but he's just like, he's not like a fucking, you know, Hitler rapist. I don't think.
Do you think he's seeing this on TikTok and like becoming suicidal?
Oh, I bet his dick is shriveling inside him right now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I just hope it can teach other men something, but you know that they'll just be like, women are bitches. You know?
Yeah. It's like, honestly, I think the more difficult, the more nuanced, the more like the harder they have to work, straight cishet men, the more pissed many of them get. I'm not going to say all, obviously, but I feel like the more you make them jump through hoops that they're not used to and never had to like go through, they're just going to become even more monstrous. So what do we do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies. That's why I gave up.
Exactly.
Yes.
So tell us the backstory. Like, what did you find today?
JonBenét today, but it's like with an E accent on the today. So it's like JonBenét today, which is very
French.
cute. Yeah.
This is a French podcast.
Oh, yes. It's en français.
En français?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
JonBenét documentary.
Oh. Yes, French people.
Croissant.
We're making fun of you.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Frère Jacques.
Frère Jacques. Frère Jacques. Alouette, gentil alouette. Alouette. Yeah, fuck you, France.
Fuck you. No, one of our listeners sent this to me and she was like, this podcast is really funny. And I'll be honest, when I first opened it, I was just interested in this theory that she was sending to me. So trigger warning, but maybe this mark that's on JonBenét's neck, which I'll show you, was actually made by Burke's new Nintendo 64.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I was interested in. And then I started listening and I was like, oh, okay, so these are like two guys from Boston who just seem like bros. And they decided to make a podcast about JonBenét. Like, what the fuck is this?
Well, that's the main thing. So it's like, I don't understand their accents. But now that you say they're from Boston, I'm like, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, I don't like, are they going for British? Are they going for like New York? I can't tell. Maybe
you couldn't tell.
I could not tell what they were going for. And I was like, are they just doing accents badly? What's going on? Yeah, I listened to like literally probably 30 seconds, honestly, of the latest episode where, and it's legitimately funny because he's talking about how he has to get like his Santa license or something, which I thought was funny. But it was just like, I didn't see how this could like develop into anything informative. Because it just seemed like they seemed so stupid. I was like, okay, great. I can get this from any number of 24-year-old men I hang out with at the Improv Theater any goddamn day of the week.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's what was my thinking.
I thought they seemed stupid too. And I thought you'd listen to the episodes I sent you because those were the ones that I thought were informative.
Oh, I just clicked on whatever you sent.
And I feel like that's out of context because they do these holiday specials. And like, that's not going to give you any information about the JonBenét case.
Oh, was that a part of a holiday special?
Yeah, that was the last thing they did, I think.
Oh, I see it. So this isn't like a weekly thing.
No, they have taken some time off. 'Twas the flight before Christmas, also known as the blue crab theory.
Okay.
And I'm going to fill you in on that. But this is what I thought was really interesting.
Okay.
Was they're talking about Burke and his video games. Do you think that one listener who told us that they need more context needs some background about who JonBenét is?
For those of you who don't know about JonBenét, the most famous true crime case of the last 40 years, here you go.
JonBenét was a little 6-year-old girl, and on December 26th, so the day after Christmas, 1996, she was reported by her parents as kidnapped. But by the end of the day, they had found her body inside her home. So it started to make the news that day, and it did make a splash in Boulder, Colorado, where I grew up. Some people were like, is there a killer out there? And so before we got all the facts of the case, all we knew was that this little girl was killed in a wealthy family's home in a nice neighborhood, and it didn't make any sense. Facts started coming out about the case, and the police and the DA's office were at odds. And that's why there were leaks on both sides. And so we got a lot of information about the police suspecting the parents. And so it became, I think, one of the most interesting cases that's ever happened because the family is so well connected. The Ramseys are so well connected, and they hired a PR company and they hired lawyers right away, and they got out in front of it and they got their story out. Like, we heard so much stuff about how it was a cover up and something happened inside the house and it wasn't an intruder that snuck in and killed JonBenét, because you want to look at all the details, which is like, it's Christmas night. She's hit on the head and strangled with a cord. And there's a ransom note, but her body is hidden in the basement. So all of those things don't make any goddamn sense together.
Can I ask like a really basic question that literally just occurred to me?
Yeah.
Did they determine, how did she actually die?
I think it's literally because of the goddamn Ramseys and how they've been able to manipulate the media.
Yeah.
So people will debate about it, but the medical examiner in the case said that it looked like she got hit on the head first.
Okay.
If you were to see the body, you wouldn't know that she got hit on the head because it didn't bleed.
Yeah.
It was like a really bad brain and like it crushed her skull.
Yeah,
but you couldn't tell from the outside. And so then there was this cord around her neck and it looks like it was tight. And that's just because her head and her neck swelled from this, probably internal bleeding that was happening. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's probably what happened. And then they'll take people like Werner Spitz, and Cyril
The forensics
Wecht
guy?
and be like, you look at the evidence and you tell us what happened. And it's like, all they can look at is a piece of paper that's the autopsy. You know what I mean? Like, how can they really look at it?
Yeah. Well, is the idea that came to my head, just in terms of like misadventure, mishap, accident part of it, is that like, yes, she somehow got hit in the head that crushed her skull in a way that made her like maybe not dead, but comatose and like
probably knocked out.
The parents' question might be, is she ever going to be the same kind of accident?
Right.
And so therefore the strangulation was a response to that. It's disgusting to say, but there it is, Right.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, if you think that that's going to be the most humane way to go about this.
Yeah.
What makes you pick strangulation with a cord? Are you just thinking about staging it to look like something else?
Yeah.
And so I'm listening to this podcast by these two fuck asses.
Yeah. I hope they're listening. I cannot wait.
And they say something that I think is really interesting.
Okay.
And that's what I want to play for you.
Go for it.
Burke, right now, is the most likely suspect.
Oh, yeah.
I had made the joke about how, like, he had a Nintendo 64. Why would he even notice it?
I mean,
I couldn't get that out of my head, though. A couple mornings ago, I was like, no, there's no way he went downstairs with his dad that night, did something where they put together a toy car garage.
Car garage. I mean, come on.
He just got the hottest video game item ever.
I got a Nintendo 64.
Yeah, then what are you building? You don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're not going to do it. Sneak down and like, again,
Some little
we
tight
don't
sweet
find
wobble
out till
shape.
20 some years later that he actually did sneak down that night.
And I think your dad had said he used the flashlight that night to put you to bed. And then you snuck downstairs to play.
Yeah, I had some toy that I wanted to put together. I remember being downstairs after everyone was kind of in bed and wanting to get this thing out.
Did you use the flashlight so you wouldn't be seen?
I don't remember. I just remember being downstairs. I remember this toy.
No, that's right.
Just to, I don't know, play with toy bullshit, whatever.
Where the presents were.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
But even then, for me, again, thinking about the Nintendo 64 makes me like, why is he checking other shit? That almost seems part of the cover up. Whatever, we're going to get into it. I couldn't stop thinking about the Nintendo 64, and I wanted to know what games he got and if he got more than one controller.
Oh, yeah.
The whole issue with sharing, and like kids could be very spastic when it comes to
when you buy an N64, there was only one controller that came with it. You'd have to buy more.
Really?
You'd have up to 4.
And Frank Cottonstar has pointed out that Burke definitely fits the psychological profile of somebody who wouldn't want to share.
Oh.
It'd be a thing of watch me play kind of thing.
All right. No, it's just interesting because, you know, he's fitting the psychological profile of somebody who might not want to share. There have been, to my understanding, some intimations that Burke might be on the autistic spectrum. Interestingly enough, that what makes me think that he might have been obsessed with like putting together some kind of model toy. I have an autistic nephew, and like every Christmas, there is one gift. There is one gift that he wants. He wants it now, and he's hyper focused on that one gift. He could have like, you know, an amazing other presents, but no, he wants that one fucking thing. So I do wonder. It's like they're saying, well, you know, Nintendo 64, hottest thing out there. Yes, but if we're dealing with a kid on the spectrum, that might not apply. I just want to throw that out
makes
there.
sense.
Yeah. But
That makes
there's
sense.
a lot of speculation involved. Is Burke, you know, autistic? Whatever.
They get like a child psychologist to interview him right after the murder.
Yeah.
They were way more successful at that than talking to John and Patsy somehow. But here's something he says. What would you fight with your sister about? And he says, about not wanting her to play video games. You don't like to share with her. Cause I just don't like the music. It's like da 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 da, which is like the Mario song.
Oh,
Here,
okay.
They'll talk about it.
Oh yeah, it's like the song.
'Cause I don't like
Oh,
like maybe
the
she
Mario
like
song.
playing the Mario, and it's
Well,
like
that
he wanted to play it,
and
he wanted to play Pilot Wings possibly. But unfortunately, they also had the NES, so it doesn't really rule out maybe if he was annoyed by another Mario game.
I'm looking at that sample real quick, Bobby. Did you fight with your sister yesterday about video games? No. That's interesting.
About not wanting her to play video games. You don't like to share with her. Because I don't like the music. It's the da-da-da-da-da-da. So it's to suggest that she was playing Mario and he was...
But I'm looking at all those.
Share.
I'm looking at I'm looking at the whole. I'm looking at everything on that little snippet. Like, what would you fight with your sister about? Like saying is like you dragging out like what you're gonna say or how you want to say it or even what you bring up about not wanting her to play video games. You don't like to share with her. Because I just don't like the music. It's like da 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 da. Did you fight with your sister yesterday about video games? No. And it's like this comes up when it's like this is like a touchy subject. And when I think about it, I mean it's so right, Bobby. God damn it, our fucking list is wrong. Wait, no, we still put Burke at number 1.
We still put
Burke.
Sorry. What do you think?
I've decided, you know what? I've decided I love these guys because finally the Boston accent is totally making sense now. Now that I'm listening to them now, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is just like when I was in college. I used to hear these guys all the time. Yeah, they're funny. So, all right, you've turned me already. But
really?
Yes. Yeah, no, I can't wait now. Because they seem like a lot of fun. But, okay, can we just dive into this a little bit more? You don't like to share with her, but what does he mean by, because I don't like the music?
Because he Googled what the games were when this first came out, and he was like, I bet, because the Nintendo 64 comes with the Mario game. And there was also like a flight simulator game, and he's like, I bet Burke liked the flight simulator, and I bet JonBenét always played Mario. And he was like, God, I fucking hate that Mario music.
Oh, dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
That's what he was like. Okay, got it. All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then I want to just jump to this thing that Lindsay Phillips said is Judith Phillips' daughter.
Yes.
She wrote like a letter that got printed in the tabloid to JonBenét, which is weird anyways, but it gives another clue. So let's get to that.
He probably beat her in the head with the video game.
And we also have the account of basically from Lindsay Phillips, who was Judith Phillips, the photographer that took all those pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Her daughter used to play with JonBenét all the time. She wrote a letter to JonBenét. Like
she wrote a letter to JonBenét.
Remember when we tease your brother all the time? Let's go bother Burke, you'd say. And so we would go in his room where he was playing his Nintendo endlessly and unplug his computer. And then he would say, heck, I was at the highest level. And we would run away, go in your bathroom and lock the door, and he would be banging on it, and we would be giggling behind it.
Oh!
Who's this heck? Anyway.
Well, he's a little kid. He's, Mormon adjacent.
I mean, he seems like the kind of nerd that would say that it's violent.
He's probably flipping his middle finger, between his other
She
fingers.
says, the last time I saw him, we were at Dougie's house, and he was so sad and grieving and hardly could talk from missing you. I wanted to hug him, but I couldn't.
Okay. Well, we know then that they get into lots of arguments, especially around video games, and he got a brand new video game system that night.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Then look at this.
All right.
Dreams of having a home and Christmas presents where if I got a video game system and then I had to go to a dinner at someone else's house or whatever, then when I got home, I would want to immediately get back there. I want to play video games.
That's all you would do all night.
That's all I would do all night.
That's all I would do,
Yeah.
and I'd be very annoyed. And it's I can see it.
Especially with your parents not there.
Yeah.
Duh.
What do you mean your parents not there, you stupid idiot?
No, his parent, when they were at the dinner.
He was
What are
with
you
them.
talking about?
God, you're so
Never mind.
fucking
We're talking
stupid.
about Christmas night.
She acts like she doesn't know anything, but then I think that she really don't. I mean, I can't stand her.
So they have this woman Donna there, and they just shit on her all the time. They're just like, "You're so fucking stupid, Donna. Shut up. Your pussy stinks. Your vagina stinks." And I'm like, "Shout out, Donna. Me too.
Yeah. We love you, Donna. We support you.
We support you, Donna."
There was somebody on Reddit that pointed out that the bruise on JonBenét's neck actually matched the shape of a Nintendo 64 controller, and that she was strangled.
Okay.
Oh.
So I went and found this post on Reddit yesterday, but what do you think if they were actually just fighting over the video game and then he somehow wrapped the controller around her neck, with the cord, but then that part of the video game, pushed into it and, that was part of what happened? And then that's why someone had to wrap something else around her neck so that it wouldn't look like Burke did it.
Why spend thousands on a basic will when you can get access to legal help for around $1 a day? With Legal Shield, you can put a full estate plan in place, including a will, health directives, and powers of attorney to help protect your family and hard-earned assets. Sign up today at LegalShield.com and get 10% off our annual plans. It's finally simple and affordable. Legal Shield. Real lawyers, really affordable. Sign up at LegalShield.com. That's LegalShield.com. Legal Shield does not provide legal representation or advice. See a plan for complete terms.
That's it. It's very interesting. Okay, so there are definitely cords that are involved with this Nintendo 64. The controllers have cords that go to at this point in time. Okay, so because I can see how that might be possible. I'm not really I'm not a forensics expert, so I don't see how the markings on her neck as we see them here have anything to do with the controller necessarily. I'm not seeing, okay, I can see where that part of the controller might have dug into her neck and caused the bruise. I'm not seeing that. But what is interesting to me is that we've gone from, the idea that maybe it was, Burke slammed her with something on the head too hard, it was an accident, to him actively strangling his sister.
Yeah.
That's different. That's very different.
And what does that make you think? With the
Well, no, I mean, then, okay, if this is true, then what else? Because if Burke is displaying this level of physical violence at his age towards his sister, there's gotta be more. It's not an isolated incident, especially strangulation. Strangulation is the last step toward murder. They say that if you're in an abusive relationship and your partner starts to make motions to strangle you, your chance of getting murdered goes so much higher in that moment.
And they'll say that men are doing it to women while they're having sex, like without asking.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, this is my kink. And then like, that's not a good kink to have.
It's a really great way to kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Like that does point to like a crazy, but that's why then I think people will say, why does it look like JonBenét did have prior sexual abuse? If she was being abused and if it was by Burke, someone was probably abusing Burke. And then, maybe Burke does have outbursts because he's being abused. So it's like, there's something going on there in that home that we're not sure of.
If this is true, then definitely there's something more going on in that home. You know, this case constantly, as soon as I think of one thing, I think of another thing that sort of like contradicts what I'm about to say. It's so difficult because there's so much out there and it's so weird. But
that's why I think I'm obsessed and so many people are obsessed because everything contradicts itself, like you're saying. And no one can keep anything straight because the Ramseys are so fucking good at throwing
wrenches into the works.
Exactly.
Yeah, anyway, but I do think that if the idea becomes that Burke actually strangled her with some sort of rope or cord, that makes everything different as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Because I'm always running on the assumption that Burke accidentally hit her in the head with like a train or a flashlight, and then chaos ensued and they didn't know what to do. If this is happening, though, that's different.
Right.
And that's really interesting.
These guys from Boston and their podcast is really interesting because they can just take this one topic and drill down for each episode. And then it's like Bobby explains it to Teddy, and Teddy's the one who acts crazy and burps and stuff. And
Yeah.
Bobby, what are you talking about? No. Bobby.
I like their accents, but I do, when we have them on the show, I want to see if they're completely real because it sounds a little bit exaggerated. Little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, tiny bit. But I love a Boston accent, so go for it.
Because you went to college in Boston, didn't you?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. At Emerson?
No, I went to BU.
Patrick Hines went to Emerson, and I was like, are you guys not similar ages? Maybe you guys were in Boston at the same time.
No, we were absolutely in school at the same time. We never hung out with the Emerson kids.
Oh, why?
Yeah. Not that there was, because they were on a different part of town. Like, honestly, Emerson, Boston University is basically like has no campus. It's all like buildings on Commonwealth Avenue, whereas Emerson is in like, it's much more of like a traditional college. So we were a bunch of college kids who didn't know how to get around a city and probably didn't have a car. So we just never met up with the Emerson kids. As far as I didn't, you know, I knew one kid from Emerson. He was gay, and I worked at the Urban Outfitters at the time. And he came in while I was on shift and tried to shoplift while I was there. I got in trouble. So that's what I know about Emersonians. They're shoplifters.
How did you get in trouble for him shoplifting?
Well, because he was there, I checked him out, but apparently he had shoplifted stuff, or it was so long ago, or he had like what's called a sweetheart relationship with somebody else who worked at the store. And so they were like, might have thought it was me because we were friends. He was a mess. And thus, so were all people who went to Emerson. Patrick Hines.
Yeah.
Thieving gay guy. Everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was very cute, though. I'll give him that.
Do you have anything else to talk about?
Not really. I mean, Lindsey Graham is dead.
That's right. How did Lindsey Graham beat Mitch McConnell to the grave?
I don't think he did. I think they're both dead.
Why can't they tell us about Mitch McConnell?
Because it's a vote thing. Honestly, I swear it has something to do with, like, you know, they don't want to lose the Senate because for various reasons.
So isn't there a vote coming up and we're waiting to see if Mitch votes?
I guess so. Yeah, maybe.
I think there is. I heard about it on the Jeffrey Epstein podcast that I listened to. Because as we all know, I believe that Jeffrey Epstein was framed and he was innocent.
Yes.
And that I think he has beautiful cow eyes.
Yes, it's true. And you know what? Megyn Kelly will be on the show next week. So we can talk about how Jeffrey Epstein wasn't a pedophile. He was an ephebophile. And therefore it's all gravy. Right?
And they're different.
They're different. They're different. Yeah, but otherwise, just besides my general celebration this morning that Lindsey Graham had died, but also, hopefully they're coming in threes. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah.
True. Did you see that weird lady on TikTok then who had the roommate breakup? Did you ever look into that?
No, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember mentioning it to you, but I was like, it just seems like it's just an excuse to have a 40-part TikTok series about something that's pretty anodyne. But we shall see.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, honestly, I just kind of hate all of them.
Great.
I just hate them.
I play it.
Do you want to just really quick talk about how Molly McAleer has been going live about the Siders case and then talking to people related to the case?
Yeah.
And then thinking that she's doing journalism?
Yeah, it seems actually kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
And like it might bite her in the ass someday. But we'll see.
Okay, could you come up with a scenario? Like how will it bite her in the ass?
Well, I don't know. You just never know. Like years later, she will have been talking to like a friend or a family of the victim. And then somebody will be like, she said something bad, and I'm going to do a 20-part TikTok series about it. And then it'll bite her in the ass that way.
Right.
Because people will find any excuse to, like, make you look like a fucking horror show of a person.
Well, you know what it is, too? I guess will make more sense next week when we look more at, like, Bobby on JonBenét Today talking to John Mark Carr. Can I just tell you?
Did he literally talk to John Mark Carr?
Yes.
I gotta ask him about that. That's fucking amazing. Because John Mark Carr is a freak show.
Can I just play that clip that I sent you so that we can explain a little bit of like how I think John Mark Carr successfully manipulated Bobby because he has he's really good at telling a story and then being like, and now I have to stop talking because I'm going to implicate someone who's innocent. Can you still see me?
Yeah, you went black for a second, and now you're back.
Okay.
So you did blackface in front of everybody.
Shut up. It just came up and said a new like recording track has started, and I was trying to bring up TikTok and I couldn't, and it's because the internet is angry. So now we're just going to talk about JonBenét Today and John Mark Carr.
Sounds good.
So let me play you this clip, okay? And then we'll just talk about what it means.
Anything can be said during a grand jury hearing, and anyone can participate, including agencies of law enforcement outside Boulder County or Boulder Police, which I'm pretty sure, because I know of an investigation that happened simultaneously with the grand jury hearing. And that's about all the information I'm going to give you about that. But it was going on simultaneously. And it did involve the Ramsey family.
Huh.
So that what I don't know, and no one knows except the jurors and the prosecution who was sitting in there, in that room, and then the judge who saw the results of the indictment knows if that law enforcement agency did go into the grand jury hearing and take the stand and present what they had. I know the information that other agency had.
You're reacting because of his weird affect and his weird accent, right?
He's like, I don't know if this and that, but I knew this and this and I knew. It's just the way he says, like, I don't know. It's just so, it's not even Southern.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck it is. It's weird.
And he goes, I know that there was another investigation happening simultaneously.
You know what? Okay, I need a moment here. I need a moment here because that simultaneous, not how you pronounce simultaneous, irrevocable is not a word. It's irrevocable. I can't tell you how many times lately I hear irrevocable, and it makes me want to just like put my fist in my mouth and grab my intestines and squeeze real hard. Anyway.
I have that problem too. There's another word that people keep saying weird, and I think it's like Gen Z has only read the word documentary.
Yeah.
And so they start saying document.
Yeah.
And they go documentary.
Yes. Like I used to say photograph.
And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. No, it's true though. And you know what? Great.
Yeah.
I'm glad people are reading still. But come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ugh.
Anyway.
So
to continue.
basically, about John Mark Carr. He and Bobby are talking about if you don't know, this grand jury did vote to indict John and Patsy, but the wording of the bills was that John and Patsy gave someone access or let JonBenét be killed because they weren't, protecting her.
Yeah.
And so they're both debating with each other what that means and who they think that means did it.
Okay.
And also I guess John Mark Carr being the perpetrator is still on the table.
That's what's so
confusing.
It's like, did you do it? Are you still saying you did it? Are you saying you didn't do it?
Yeah.
Who did it? What's your fucking game,
And he's mad.
Mark Carr?
He's mad at whatever answer Bobby gives. Because John Mark Carr is like, do you think I did it? And then Bobby's like, yeah, I think you did it. And then he's like, what the fuck? He's mad at either one. But anyways,
Jesus Christ.
So they're debating about the ruling by the grand jury. And then he's saying that actually at the same time, John and Patsy were being investigated by another area of the government or whatever.
By another grand jury for
were,
another crime of some kind, possibly.
And that whoever was doing that investigation might have gone to this grand jury and testified. And that might be why this grand jury voted to indict. So it sounds to me, I'm going to connect the dots for you, what I think he's saying. It's like ever since we got the Epstein files, right? And I think John Mark Carr, obviously was very interested in that.
Yes.
I think he's trying to say that John Ramsey was involved in a pedophile ring and that he was being investigated about that, and that someone in the FBI or something who was investigating that came and testified. And that's what they're saying. They're saying the thing that the Epstein people love to say, which is that John and Patsy had JonBenét in a pedophile ring.
They've been saying this for years.
And that's how she died.
Before Epstein was even a glimmer in the American media's eye. The whole idea that she had been targeted, she was a part of a pedophile ring and they were selling her into it has always been a part of the story. Yeah. Or the theory.
But it's this wealthy family.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I think the premise from the get-go is flawed. It's we have no evidence that she was in any way. I feel like it would somehow be apparent if they were treating their child this way. I don't think you can keep that a secret. Either medically or psychologically, it's going to have its effects. And I feel like we would have seen its effects on JonBenét and her behavior and in the way that she conducted herself at school. That's why they say with usually with family violence, the reason why this is such an outlier is because 98% of the time with family violence, there is a documented medical history. There has been, involvement with the government already before it gets to the point where a child is murdered. So that's why.
Yeah, someone would have called CPS or something like that.
Even if it was the secretivest of most secretive pedophile rings, it's JonBenét is still a human girl who is going to have the psychological and physical effects from that. And to tell me that nobody fucking noticed ever is insane.
Yeah. I think something that Bobby's really good at picking up on is that there's enough kind of accounts from people involved in the case, witnesses interviewed and stuff, that John Ramsey was gone a lot. And when he was home, Patsy's job was to keep the kids away from him. He was always working.
Yeah.
So he wasn't available. He wasn't emotionally available, to anyone in the family. Yeah, that too. So then he theorizes, Bobby theorizes, look, maybe we don't know who killed JonBenét, but whoever did it, Patsy probably went to John and just said, Burke did it.
Oh.
Burke did it.
Oh, interesting.
And then John has lived his life thinking that whatever Patsy said is true.
Yeah.
Like, even if Patsy did it, Patsy would have told John that Burke did it. Burke lives in Charlevoix, Michigan, because that's where he went to high school. They had a home there. I don't know if you remember, but it was like they moved from Atlanta to Charlevoix. Patsy dies. Burke keeps living there and goes to college. John moves to Moab, Utah.
Okay.
John's lawyer, Mike Bynum, and his best friend, Pasta J, also moved to Moab.
His lawyer has a best friend named Pasta J.
No, his best friend is Pasta J, which, by the way, we should go to Boulder and eat at Pasta J's. It's delicious.
I was like, what are they, a mobster? But pretty much, probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
they have a
they
restaurant.
actually probably are.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're probably, fucking Italian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, he and his best friends all live in the same state in Moab.
Yeah. Have you ever been to
You
Moab?
know? And like,
It's so
have
pretty.
you?
Yeah. I'd live in Moab. That's all I'm saying.
Good taste, John. Good taste.
Beautiful red
but
clay.
Burke lives in Michigan, and it really sounds like John Ramsey's other son, John Andrew, like also doesn't really talk to Burke. It's like the way that they treat Burke is like he did it. Like, they don't want to hang out with him. They'll just bring him for the Ramsey tour.
Yeah.
That's what they've been doing.
Interesting.
I think that's interesting.
Or is it, honestly, I never actually watched.
It's just Burke, too. Burke probably is difficult to connect with.
That's
but anyways,
what I was
keep going.
thinking. I was like, is he just difficult to connect with? And but I never did see the interview, and it just seems like he's more on the spectrum than people ever expected, is what people got from
Oh,
it.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That interview was crazy. But
poor guy. I do feel bad.
So I know. It's like whether he did it or not, like his life, I'm sure, has been rough.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Like rough. Rough. We're hopefully going to talk to Teddy and Bobby.
Well, I can't wait now to hear from Teddy and Bobby. Because they sound like boots, and I'm happy.
Okay.
All right. It's amazing to me every time we do this podcast. I'm like, we are at an hour and 38. I'm like, where did the time go? We can just talk. I know. Talk. It's amazing.
Anything else you want to say to the lovely listeners?
Let's see. It's irrevocable, not irrevocable. There was another one that I've been listening.
Another word that people are always saying wrong?
Yeah. You know what? I'll put it when we post this episode on Reddit. Hopefully I'll remember it by then and I'll be able to post it.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, hey, it's all our listeners, why don't you tell us your annoying internet mispronunciations that you hear all the time? Because it's really starting to get to me.
Yeah. And we need to educate people on the correct way to pronounce stuff, like Illinois.
Wait, no, it's Illinois. Illinois.
It's plural. It's plural.
There's more than one Illinois. Tell us your pronunciation bugaboo in our Reddit, which is
Online BS Pod.
Online BS, or in our Instagram, which is
Online Bullshit Pod.
Yes, or come to our Patreon and become a member.
Online Bullshit.
Yeah, and you can tell us there how you feel about things.
We talk way more
and
there.
Also get extra content, early drops, ad-free of our shows.
Yes.
Look at me being a professional.
Early and ad-free. And in the notes, I'm going to include my code to get $50 off at Cook Unity. And if you subscribe, I might get a free Aura ring, and you're going to help my vagina.
And you're going to make sure that she doesn't get prego. So you're doing the Lord's work.
I might.
Yeah.
You're doing the Lord's work.
Either way.
Okay.
Either
bye,
way.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Scrolling through my feed, all I see is bullshit, fake news, clickbait. Gotta sift through all of it. Like share, retweet, trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man. It's all pretend. Online bullshit, that's all it is. You say you're living large, but I know it's just a myth. Online bullshit, can't you see? We're all caught up in the nonsense. It's time to break free.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.